pleased to introduce Martin Luce. You said Luce? Oh,
Luce.
Okay, it wasn't. Who is the director of the Technical University Munich School of Engineering and Design, and in charge of the project NEBourhoods, so New European Bauhaus neighborhoods, I assume. So, welcome, Martin.
Thank you. Dear all, I'd like to thank you all for fruitful exchange so far. I'm really delighted. So I will take a text script so that I can come back to the time schedule, hopefully. And so I'd like to be really strict with myself. Shaping beautiful and environmentally friendly neighborhoods in NEB together. That's our mission so far. And we are creating neighborhoods together. So we are like Kultur Campus, we are next to your project. We are really based on district level. We want to make NEB understandable for the people around us. This is our consortium. The core consortium consists of 16 partners, and the main ones are the City of Munich and Technical University of Munich and the Entrepreneurship Center Unternehmertum. The City of Munich delivers the most important knowledge base for this project, and they are, let me say, they have been the initiators. Neuperlach. Neuperlach is a city district with about 65,000 inhabitants. It's located here. That's a map of Munich in southern Germany. And it's characterized by serial large-scale housing. And as you can see, it looks like a legacy of the modern age. So that's all belonging to the Neuperlach there. But this is how it started. It's in the beginning of the 1960s, and you can see the land art artist Michael Heiser in the corner of a crater he made himself. It's a land art project called Munich Depression. And this is when Neuperlach just was built, and he stands in the middle of the center of Neuperlach at that time. That's later on, 10 years later, after Michael Heiser. There were large-scale housing projects, commercial buildings, and major traffic routes. And others followed until 1990. And the building stock, as you may imagine, has urgent redevelopment needs now, and there are structural challenges ahead in a city like this. So this building stock plays an essential starting point for our project. And overall, this is an old image, but you can still find all these bridges. If you walk through Neuperlach, you feel like being in Venice. There are so many pedestrian bridges. So it was kind of car-friendly city, and still is. And due to the lack of infrastructure in the starting time, like a lack of supermarkets, there have been developed lots of associations, initiatives, activists in this district. And they still exist today. They are our basis for working in the project. All these people who are very active in this area. So now Neuperlach has higher social challenges compared to the rest of the city, but it doesn't look as dark as in the field of Stavanger or in Rotterdam South. It's just a little below average in all terms. So it's not, we are not talking about real conflicts. And Neuperlach is also colorful and lively as well. This is a public bath in Neuperlach. And you would be astonished. There are lots of green spaces throughout my dialogue. And that's a comment on the title. It's a bit misleading, probably, because we are not only creating neighborhoods, we are creating or working in other dimensions of NEB as well, of course. So this is our methodology. In the center we have so-called NEB actions, about 10 NEB actions, which arise from existing running or finished research projects out of university, and we will put them, if it's an action grant, we are not allowed to do research within this project, but we put this research on street, and these actions will be kind of nucleus or the topics that people should identify with. And they are all connected with co-creation processes, entrepreneurship, activities, and plus replication, of course, for transfer effects. So we combine our NEB actions with co-creation. We work together with people, organizations, places, and buildings in Neuperlach that already are in transition towards sustainable living and working. That's like in other projects as well. I think special. We have a bigger focus than other Lighthouse projects on entrepreneurship, as Munich has a really strong entrepreneurship ecosystem. We want to open this entrepreneurship ecosystem to the neighborhoods, so to say. And we will have some fellowships, we will run mobile maker spaces like this one. That's this makerspace here is already part of our project. And we are going to be in vacant buildings as well, like in Culture Campus Rotterdam. We're going to move into vacant office buildings and going to run some innovation spaces like this here, compared to this. And we, as said before, in your project especially, we are going to have artistic catalysts as well. So we are going to work together with artists, with local artists and culture entrepreneurs. So, just a fast ride through our NEB actions, which are the core and the thematic cores. It's number 1, Circular Neuperlach, up here. And there we create a roadmap to circularity, especially for commercial buildings. So making new use of spaces and collecting material maps, and it's coming from a research project at the University of Munich. Second one is redesign housing structures. Here we work together with real estate developers and building owners for developing envelopes which are put in front of the facade for adding social spaces, social value, and for climatic reasons. Action number 3 is called Ecolopes, and Ecolopes is another large-scale European project we are working together with, and there we develop building envelopes as diverse habitats, people, plants, animals, and microorganisms to promote biodiversity in the city. And next to it, there is a project, Animal-Added Design. This is more the planning perspective, the city planning perspective. And here we try to incorporate wildlife into architecture from small to large species. Neuperlach meets green, that's another action. And here it's about systematic and practical development of food chains, and we try to erect food landscape with within Neuperlach itself. Number 6 is public power. Here we test strategies for shaping urban heat islands and combining it with producing solar energy. Action number 7 is rethinking the urban office complex. We have a huge transformation field. This is an office complex we are working with in this project. As an example, we will move in here with a kind of headquarter of our project. It's mostly abandoned, but we will work together with other spotters together to make this building lively again. And here within this project especially, we work together with the real estate developers and to reflect about reopening up private spaces into public spaces. And action number 8 is called Youth Culture. Here we work together with a local theater in Munich. And the theater will do performances with young people to gain spots for the youth and to prepare them for follow-up use. Action number 9 is called Mobility Neighborhood Hubs, and this is an informatic-driven project. Here we like to test digital twin planning together with citizen planning, and in the end we are going to erect some mobility hubs which are the outcome of this project as a demonstrator. And the last one, action number 10, is about energy communities. There will be this would be a kind of social demonstrator, as we are going to establish a real energy community within the neighborhood for gaining your own energy and selling it and getting care of your energy demands. So this is creating neighborhoods together. Thank you.